I'm Peter Barber. I'm from down at Surat in Queensland. I live down there with my wife Susan and a little boy Will. We own and manage 3 properties together, which keeps us rather busy, and yeah, we're all rodeoing, so Susan competes as well as myself, and little Will always comes along with us, and everyone loves him and helps out where they can with him. I first started when I first went to Taroom. I was 18 years of age. I'm now 33, so yeah, I've been riding the whole time and still really enjoying it. The boys from Taroom, who were all young bull riding boys, and I started off bull riding, but because of my size I didn't find I was going real well with it, which then led me into turning my hand to bareback riding, which I've done for about 12 years now, and won 4 QRA bareback riding titles, and I'm currently leading the title for this year. A great mate of mine, Angus Mitchell, who is known by many people as an Indigenous cowboy, which he's a great role model for many people. He taught me a lot, and we travel a lot together now. And also steer wrestling. I also do steer wrestling, which I've not long purchased myself a new steer wrestling horse that's won 2 Australian titles steer wrestling. Steer wrestling and bareback riding probably 2 of the harder events on the body, so yeah, you've got to keep yourself fairly fit for it, but yeah, there's nothing quite like the thrill of cranking your hand in a bareback rig and then nodding for the gate and never knowing what's ahead of you sort of thing. It's a real adrenaline rush, but yeah, it's one of those things I wouldn't be without, I presume. The steer wrestling's probably my favourite event. Currently I've just snuck ahead for the steer wrestling title in the QRA. We've only got a couple of rodeos to go, so it's going to be quite a close contest. Normally always concentrated on bareback riding and steer wrestling, but I've also started to pick up and do a bit of calf roping at the moment, so normally 3 events competing at most rodeos. It's been a big part of my life, and now I've been voted in as the chairman on the board. Everything at home is rodeoing, and also yeah, we've got a little arena at home which we practice, and different people come over and practice with us. It's great to have support, but at the end of the day you've got to have the will and the want and the desire in your heart yourself, and go out and do the best you can on the day, and if it's good enough to win, it's good enough. If not, you say, oh well, another rodeo, another day. Yeah, the main thing with the rodeos, like it's very competitive, but also, yeah, anyone's camp you go around to, always get a coffee or something, everyone's always welcoming in, and yeah, it's sort of a real family atmosphere, and yeah, wherever you go, somebody will come up and shake your hand and have a yarn, talk about everything else besides rodeoing. But when it comes to the riding side of things, everyone's very competitive. We're all out there chasing money and points for the end of the year titles and things. So it's very competitive, but like I say, at the end of the day, you all finish, you go and have a beer together and talk about what happened or what could have happened. While my body's holding up and I have no injuries, I will keep competing as long as I can. And yeah, I suppose one day will come a time where I've got to hang the spurs up, but at this stage I'm having so much fun and really enjoying the young people coming through, and the great friendships I've made throughout the years rodeoing all across Queensland.